Today, we're doing something a little different. We're not just looking at a travel plan. We're going to deconstruct a journey through Morocco to figure out how one country can possibly hold so many different worlds within its borders.
You know, a traveler once asked this question, and it's brilliant. How many Moroccos are there in Morocco? It's a puzzle, right? And we're going to solve it by breaking down a real 9-day trip step by step.
So yeah, don't think of this as just some tour review. Think of it more like an expedition. Our mission, if you will, is to use this 9-day journey as a map to find the answer to that very question. The idea here is pretty simple, but it's also really powerful. The itinerary itself, the actual path you take from the coast to the desert and back again, is what's going to reveal all these many Moroccos. So let's dive in.
All right, first up, we've got the Morocco you probably already have in your head. This is the country's modern face, you know? It's defined by its connection to the Atlantic Ocean, its grand historic imperial capitals, and its role as an economic hub.
And whoa, the pace starts out fast. I mean, in just 2 days, this journey sweeps you all the way down the coast. You're hitting the capital, Rabat, powering through the economic heart of Casablanca, and landing in the iconic city of Marrakech. It is a whirlwind introduction for sure.
And right away, you can feel the difference. It's night and day. The journey starts in this place called Asilah, which is this calm, artsy coastal town with all these white walls and cool murals. And then boom, just a day later, you're in Marrakech, the Red City, a buzzing, ancient metropolis. We're talking 2 totally different vibes right at the very beginning.
Okay, so just when you think you've got a handle on the city life, the whole trip just pivots. We're leaving the coast in the rearview mirror and heading inland, deep into the dramatic, timeless landscapes of the Atlas Mountains.
And this is such a crucial moment in the journey. The entire environment just shifts. That high energy of the imperial cities, it just melts away and gets replaced by this vast, rugged, almost ancient feeling of the mountains. This is where our second Morocco really starts to take shape.
And if you want to see that shift in one single place, look no further than Benhaddou. This isn't just some town, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is the Morocco you've seen in movies, you know, the one of ancient history. It's a world away from a modern seaside place like Casablanca.
So, from that rugged heart, we go even deeper. Now we get to meet a third Morocco, the one that's elemental, spiritual, and almost otherworldly. We're talking about the Sahara Desert.
And look, going into the desert isn't just about looking at a bunch of sand. No way. It's a full-on immersion. You start by passing through this absolutely stunning Tadra Gorge, then you're on a camel trekking into the dunes, you spend the night in a desert camp, and you even connect with the local culture by visiting nomadic villages and listening to traditional Gnawa music. It's the whole experience.
Yeah, soul-stirring stillness. I mean, is there a better way to put it? After all the hustle and bustle of the cities and the sheer scale of the mountains, the Sahara offers this profound sense of peace and emptiness. And the key thing to get here is that this isn't just a change in scenery, it's a change in how you feel.
But wait, the journey's not done yet. The path back north reveals another Morocco, a fourth one, if you're counting. This one is defined by its totally unique culture, its surprisingly lush valleys, and this incredible artistic spirit. I mean, just look at the sheer diversity here. You're going from these vast desert landscapes to the incredibly green Ziz Valley, spotting wild monkeys in a cedar forest, exploring the ancient spiritual city of Fes, and then you're wandering through the magical blue streets of Chefchaouen. It's like every single stop is its own little world. Okay, let's take a breath. We've gone from the coast to the mountains, from the desert all the way back to the cultural north. Every single leg of this journey has shown us a different face of the country. So now, we can finally start putting the pieces together to answer that big question from the beginning.
And so here we are back at the beginning. That big question, how many Moroccos are there? And I think as we've deconstructed this whole journey, we've seen that the answer was never going to be a simple number, like 3 or 4. The truth is way more interesting than that.
And this, right here, is the answer. It's just the perfect metaphor. The goal was never to count the different Moroccos. It's to see them as a kaleidoscope, you know? With every turn, the pieces, the coast, the mountains, the desert, the cities, they all rearrange themselves to create a new, beautiful, and totally unique picture. What's so cool is that this one journey proves a single place can hold an almost infinite variety. Which really just leaves one last question for you. If a trip can reveal a kaleidoscope, what part of your own world is just waiting to be explored?